Back together again, folks. It's Friday night summary time. We're going to talk about inflation soon enough. But first thing I want to talk about is the mess at the BOE. Obviously, there was turbulence in the markets early in the week due to that guy Bailey from the BOE talking about 3 days to sell whatever you need to sell. And that was specifically for the pension funds. Earlier in the week, obviously, selling pressure. Later in the week, due to some backing off of the original cause of the turbulence, which was the tax cuts. Backing off that idea has brought buyers back into the market. So at least in the short run, there's at least a bid in the market now. So that's good for anybody who holds gilts. Okay, moving on to inflation numbers. PPI on Wednesday, CPI on Thursday, both came in hot. Initial reaction was a risk off on Thursday, big time. And but then you saw, as you could see from the headline, all kinds of buyers coming back in and basically turned the day around to an up day. So, and if you look at the chart, and I'll try to stick in the chart for QQQ, that almost looks like at least a short-term bottom. So I might be biased to own risk-on kind of stocks, at least in the short term. This might clear out some of the bearishness. There's just too many bearish players right now in the market. So something to be aware of. And now let's move on to retail sales. Okay, and Friday morning, retail sales came in. They were basically worse than expected. So, and that's even adjusted for it's not a real number. It's not, meaning not inflation adjusted. So that's particularly bad. I think retail sales have been down for the last 5 months. So that's a concern. Is the consumer still holding up? Another bad sign. But as I mentioned, I just mentioned a few seconds ago, there's a lot of bearishness, and short term to me, it does look like a bottom has been put in. And I did do a little bit of nibbling this morning, and I might be buying some more on Monday, kind of risk on positions. So consumer discretionary, things like that. I might even look at cryptocurrencies in the short run. So something to think about. Okay, to wrap up, folks, I do have one favor to ask. As kind of a newer YouTuber, I'm looking for feedback, comments, anything I can do to make these videos more useful, more interesting. Constructive criticism is totally welcome. So definitely look forward to it, and no matter what it is, plus, minus, whatever. Let me know, and in the end, I'm trying to provide something that's interesting and useful. So just let me know if there's things you want to hear or things you don't want to hear or whatever. Okay, thanks so much, and I guess you'll hear from me on Sunday night. Have a good weekend.